Can visualizing help you to not feel sad or unhappy? In today's video, I answer that question. Roll it. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of What Up Jeremy, where I answer your questions or I present to you a question to help you in the journey to living your dream and to make a profitable living while you do it. This week's question comes from YouTube, and let's go to it real quick. The question, let me see who this is from. I can't read your name because this is in some Middle Eastern text, but thank you for putting this in English. I'll make sure to tag you in YouTube afterwards. This question comes from a video I published on Reality Transurfing, a book I've mentioned many times here before, a book I reference a lot outside of this channel while I'm with my friends and just living my life, and something you need to pick up, so check out the description to learn a little bit more about that, and I'll include some links for you guys there. Her question is, interested in reality transurfing. I have one concern. If I repeat saying to myself that I am great and I am strong, would the universe send forces to balance me out? So first, thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing this or asking this in a public place. And I wanted to talk about a couple things inside of here. You know, in terms of repeating to yourself that you are great or any sort of affirmation, you know, will universe send balancing forces out to help you? I think that there are some benefits to affirmations and to telling yourself the things that you're wanting and that you can use words to change your beliefs. So I want to address that first real quick because you are saying something that is already true. And so and this is from my own perspective, but I don't see a need for you to tell yourself that you are great or wonderful or any of those things because you already are. And just by accepting that, we can actually step into what reality transurfing allows for us to do. So let's address this kind of more widely. If you are depressed right now, if you are experiencing anxiety, if you're stressed, if you're just not happy, if you're not healthy, if you're feeling all of those things and you're not feeling good about yourself, then I want to step outside of reality transurfing and talk about this for just a second. Because there are probably a couple things going on that are leading to that. Number one, you're probably putting yourself below others, or you're listening to the opinions of others, or others are using their perspective on you and your judgment of their perspective against you so that you can stay pigeonholed, so that you could stay in a place where you are not going to escape from them or where they won't lose you as a resource. That's very ambiguous and very vague, but this happens in many, many relationships. So don't listen to the judgment of others. Number two, you have to accept what you already are. Now, there are many different religious beliefs and texts that point to this one source of creation, this one place where every body and every thought came from. And so I want for you just to consider that source and that you are made just like that source, perfectly whole. You have everything that you need. Anything in between that is your own judgment of things that you need or things that you are feeling, and they are illusions. To check out another book and resource that is helping me to understand these things, check out A Course in Miracles, link in the description. I'm going through the lessons in the book right now, and it has been awesome. Number three, this is a small tip for you. If you are not feeling good about yourself, I need for you to take a very deep look into what you're putting in your mouth and what you're doing with your body. Are you putting healthy foods in your body? Are you putting more colored foods and leafy greens into your body? And are you working out? Most people, when you ask them if they're feeling depressed or not strong or not mentally strong and just feeling down about themselves, it's usually been a while since they hit the gym. Get your body moving. You can't be making the motions that you make when you're working out your body, which are happier emotions, without the body and without your emotions and feelings also following that. You can practice smiling, you can stretch, you can make your body big and wide, and those things will change the emotions in your body because your body has to follow, and it'll change the chemicals in your body. And if nothing else, if nothing is helping those things, then you might need to see a doctor to see if there's a chemical imbalance of sorts. But start with your diet, start with your body, start with your thoughts, and start with accepting what you are, whole and perfect. With that being said, let's now talk about how reality transurfing might be able to help you. I have, or had, most of those things that we talked about, those first three steps, those first three bullet points, already figured out. And so I was able to step directly into the path that reality transurfing helps describe and helps to lead you through. And so the reason I'm excited for you and for those of you watching this video to hear this is because many of us experience these sort of things that I just talked about that today's subscriber is experiencing. But in order to leverage reality transurfing, what's really cool is that you can actually create a scenario, and this is my advice to you in the YouTube comment, is to create a scenario either out of that that scared the heck out of me. Either, that was my HomePod. Create a scenario where you see yourself getting out of those bad emotions, and what that would mean is creating a scenario where you are living the life that you are wanting. So, you can box all the emotions and how you're feeling right now, and you can stop and you can think about what's the ideal scenario that you want, even if you don't handle those three things, all right? If you can just stop and think about what you are wanting and a goal, chances are that will shift you out too, but now you can actually get into productivity. There's nothing productive about being unhappy, about being depressed, about experiencing pain until it motivates you out of that. There's no benefit of it. And so that's why it's important when you start to think about reality transurfing is to think about what you want. You know that you don't want to be unhappy, and you know that you want to be strong, and you want to be healthy, and you want to, not be sad or depressed. Well, in what dream world would that exist, and what would that look like? Are you at Disneyland? Are you hanging out with your family? Have you found the person that you love? Have you started a business that changes the world, or are you changing the world? And if you can create a scenario, think through that and create a scenario where those things have happened, and if you can create a 30 to a minute long clip, a movie in your mind from your own perspective where that is going on around you, and you can constantly resort to that, then you are now using the forces at hand, the same one that created you, to manifest the ideal experience that you're wanting. You're getting your mind used to it, and you're putting this very clear vision out into universe, into the world of what you are wanting. And the mind loves what it's familiar with. So the goal here is to make your mind as familiar with that slide to where you almost can't even tell if that is not real or if that has happened or not. Because your mind has walked that path so many times that it is now real to you, your mind will find comfort in it because what is familiar is comfortable, and it loves comfort. So create a slide, a visualization that is ultimate proof to you from your own perspective, looking out from your own eyes, that you are living the life or experiencing the scenario at which you are wanting. And I can tell you whenever I'm feeling, because I do get stressed and sometimes I do get sad or unhappy or those things, that the ego thoughts start to creep in. And when I can just let that go and start to run my target slide and to run my visualization, all of those thoughts and illusions just go away. And that's why I say that you don't need to handle those things per se, but I want for you to do that because I know that that will be healthy for you, and that that's a long-term strategy to actually get to where you want to be and to experience the life that you deserve and it's waiting for you. Now I want to hear from you, the viewer. So wherever you're watching this, go into the comments right now and let me know what you took away from this. Have you read Reality Transurfing? Are you excited to now that you heard about it? Have you used visualizations to manifest your ideal scenarios in your life before? Leave a comment below. I know today's subscriber will appreciate your support, and others can learn from you as well. Hey, if you like this video, then subscribe right now, because Monday through Friday, I put out a new video to help you in your journey to live in the dream and to make a profitable living doing what you love. Every single day, we help people here to do that, and I want to help you too. So be sure to subscribe. And if you like that, then I know you will love heading over to whatupjeremy.com/subscribe. On that page, you can sign up for my VIP, my exclusive newsletter, where I share more tips, more resources, and giveaways, and exclusive things I don't share anywhere else. I give away 99% of my content for free, 80% on places like YouTube, Instagram, and others, and 19% that kind of left out on my email list and on my blog. So subscribe there and you'll be tuned in with all the updates coming out. Looking to feed your mind motivation and inspiration? Well, I serve that fresh to you daily over on Instagram on my second account. Follow at whatupjeremy.tv, and I find videos from all over the web to either make you laugh or to make you inspired, and I share them throughout the day so that you can have that to prime your mind and to actually be surrounded by helpful information. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another helpful tip, thought, or a quote, an effort to helping you to live the dream. I'll see you guys then. Cheers.